Time magazine recently reported on the ChorusAmerica yearly Chorus Impact Survey, where they survey choruses and singers all across America to find out the sort of impact that singing, and particularly group singing, has on the lives of Americans. There are about 270,000 choirs in the United States of America and around 42 million choir singers out of our about 350 to 400 million citizens, so it's pretty impressive. We also have about 1 in 5 Americans are either members of choirs themselves or have a direct family member in their household that sing in choirs. So what's really, really wonderful is that our art form is not an art form that can be enjoyed alone. When you're a pianist, you can sit at home with a piano and play for yourself and have a wonderful musical experience. When you're a conductor, all you can do is wave your hands in front of a mirror, maybe put on a CD, but you're not making music until you have a group of people in front of you who are willing to share their voices or share their instruments. And as a choir, if you want to sing with a group of people, you don't get to perform unless you have an audience to perform with. You need other people with you in the room to make real music. So, the thing that I found very interesting when I read that study is, you've got about 42 million choir singers and about 270,000 choirs, which means about 150 singers per choir. Now, if you look up there, we're a few under the national average, so we might need a few numbers to boost. I wonder where I could find some additional voices. So one of the things that I've made my career doing is an event called the Community Sing, where I come into a church, an auditorium, a concert, and get everyone in the room joining us in song. So today you're going to get to be part of the choir as well. Don't worry, don't worry. I will go nice and slow, you will learn, but it will be a lot of fun. The choir is going to sing for you first. They're going to help you learn the tune. They don't know the tune yet. They probably know the tune. You probably know the tune. It's a very well-known tune. But you'll pick it up very quickly, and we'll sing together and learn a little bit about how singing together can make our lives a little bit better. The science behind it's really fascinating, too. When you sing next to others, your heartbeats start to sync up. Your brain waves start to sync up. Your breathing, obviously, starts to sync up as well. Your cortisol goes down. Your primary stress hormone goes down, and you start feeling higher levels of oxytocin and dopamine, positive emotion hormones, bonding hormones. In fact, your endorphins go up. You're literally getting high while you're singing. It's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing what happens to you. People ask me how I'm like this all the time. It's singing all day long. You sing with a group of people, it drives you crazy. So we're going to learn a little tune together and have some fun. You get to hear the choir sing first, and then you're going to join us. So keep those ears open. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see. We all know slightly different versions of this song. We've heard it 1,000 times, so make sure you sing my version, not your version. Amaze with me. Ready? Here we go. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see. So we're going to take nice, big, solid breaths together. When we get to those long notes, we're going to make sure they go somewhere so we tell a story. We don't want to say, that saved a wretch like me. No, like me. Those big swells are what make it exciting. You'll see a lot of those in the concert tonight. So you're going to swell with us. And when you sing, you got to tell the story with your face. That's very, very important. You don't want mediocre grace. Average grace, mediocre grace. I'm bored, I don't care, I hate this. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. Tell the story with your eyes and your face. Let's try and sing it together. The choir will help you out. Ready? For the basses, and for the sopranos and altos. Ready? Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch. Get ready to grow. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see. Very lovely, my we sing it one more time, is that we need to work on our posture. We don't practice singing sitting down because of this reason. It's the same reason that basketball players don't practice basketball sitting down. Because if you're gonna play the sport, you gotta stand up. Singing is an athletic activity. It uses your whole body. If your hands are like this, you're crossing off and closing off your rib cage, which means you're shrinking your lungs, which means you don't have enough breath, which means your singing is gonna sound terrible. So if you're afraid your singing is gonna sound terrible, you are choosing to make it sound terrible by doing this. So the very least you could do is sit up tall, roll your shoulders back, keep your hands away from your chest, so that you give it your best shot. So at least if it's gonna be an F, it's like an F plus, like a solid like 65. You may not get to a C plus, you might not get to a B plus, maybe you just have an F minus voice. I understand. I promise you, if you practice and you work and you get some lessons and you join a chorus, it can get better, I promise you. But I know today, it may kind of sound like stepping on a dead frog. I understand, but the least you can do is give it your best shot. At least give it your best shot. Have no excuses. Sit up nice and tall, use your whole body, use your eyes and your face to tell the story, and sing with us. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see. That was so beautiful. Thank you. That was so much fun.